Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you're well and rested. And so are your families too. Y'all, look at this here. What came out. You got a Six of Pentacles, the Devil with the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, somebody out here was receiving money. Okay, to do toxic things. Somebody could have been accepting money. Okay, that was their shadow side. Somebody has an addiction to sexuality and destruction. Mm. This energy is also codependent on some sort of opportunities or wishful thinking. Okay, somebody just wants to be, I feel like this energy, somebody want to be in your shoes so bad, okay, that this energy is nonstop trying at this time, and especially during Mercury retrograde. Okay, these people are doing this during Mercury retrograde, and they're hoping to be successful. Okay, this is their wishful thinking here, hoping to be successful when it comes to possibly them tapping into some sort of creativity, charm, or uh, romance, or all the above. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, so welcome over to all being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family. Only take what resonates, flip the roles that you see fit. This may not be your script, so don't try to make that shoe fit, okay? But somebody does want to be in your shoes. hmm they want the opportunities that you have. Okay. So, yes, welcome. If you're new to All Being 1111 Energy, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back to my A1s who are my day ones, Soul Tribe family as a whole. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you for all that you do for our space, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and mainly the shares, getting those messages out there to those who are trapped in this 3D devilish wicked world. Okay. Especially if you know energies who are being bribed, okay? Because this is what it is looking like to me, being bribed by the devil so that they could possibly, get some sort of opportunity. hmm Looking at all of your opportunities, okay? Being envious and jealous of them. All right. So let's get ready to tap into this energy, family. Thank you so much, Divine. We are grateful. I ask that you continue to keep us with protection during this read, all readings, and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clear and concise messages, as well as clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment. Any negativity, any toxicity, any evil, any witchcraft being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with your mighty shield, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it with the mighty shield, clearing, canceling it, and releasing it back to the universe. Ashe, and thank you. So we have out here with the Six of Pentacles being clarified by provide. So it's like somebody is being provided with money here. This could be somebody that is in a poverty mindset or actually in poverty. They're being bribed and given money by this devil energy. They may even be paying this devil energy to bring in some sort of protection. Somebody could be afraid of some things that they've done. They could be paying somebody to provide them with protection. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah. They see your power. They see the power you have with all your opportunities here, with all the choices and the opportunities that could come your way. They see the power in a relationship. They see the power in some sort of creative aspect or something that you're creating here. This Knight of Cups is scorpionic energy, and this Seven of Cups is scorpionic energy. This Devil energy is Capricorn energy, and that Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy. Okay. Hmm. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is here to provide somebody with healing. You may be providing yourself with healing. Okay. This Knight of Cups brings in charm, charisma, romance. creativity, offering you a cup. They could be trying to communicate this to you now. And somebody is getting ready to have a heartbreak or go through some sort of heartbreak here. They could be currently suffering because they were planning in the dark. Two of Wands, Three of Swords. Huh. Somebody could have offered to provide somebody something due to their heartbreak. With this planning, you could have gone through some sort of a heartbreak. You could be planning to leave a home. Mm. You could be being provided with this at this time, something to leave a home. Tell me more about this devil and protect. Somebody could be being protected against very toxic energies. Yeah, Five of Swords energy. Somebody's being protected from someone who it will do anything to win, winning at all cost here. Someone who's very abusive and manipulative. Someone causing conflict when it comes to your Nine of Cups, your wish coming true. This feels to me like somebody doesn't want to let you go. Yeah, they don't want to let you go. But you are Queen of Pentacles energy, Capricorn energy, Sagittarius energy here. You could be somebody that's very nurturing. Somebody is looking at all of your opportunities and and they feel how much power you have. You may have an influence over many, or you may be leading many to unleash their own power within them. You're very nurturing energy with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. You don't have to be a Sagittarius or Capricorn, but this is the energy. Someone that's very nurturing. You could have been a working parent all throughout your children's lives or something like that. Yeah. And then you have a King of Cups here, somebody who's emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic here, very empathetic. They tolerate a lot. But this King of Pentacles and Queen, I mean, excuse me, this King of Cups and Queen of Pentacles, there may be a King of Cups out here that is emotionally attached to a Queen of Pentacles. Tell me about the Knight of Cups in this healing. Wow, look at all that came out. Whew, so you got the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, the Star, and Justice in reverse. So with this Knight of Cups and this healing energy, I feel like, you may have been an inspiration in somebody's healing process. You could be a High Priestess, someone that's very intuitive, sacred knowledge. You hold sacred knowledge. You bring back hope, faith, and purpose. But somebody sees that you may have went through or lived through a lot of injustices, a lot of unfairness, unfair treatment. Mm, okay. Yep. I cannot make it up. A Queen of Swords. So you may also be Queen of Swords energy, very direct. Okay, you speak your mind, you say what's on your mind, you're very independent, and you set clear boundaries. You also speak your truth. And somebody may see that you did not receive justice on any of the occasions where you spoke your truth. Okay. Dang. Yeah. When you spoke your truth pertaining to everything you were going through with Seven of Swords energy out here, betrayals, okay, deception, people getting away with abusing you, and how they were acting strategically to do so. Very tricky energy. Mm. Yep. Ace of Wands. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, your inspiration, your willpower, your desire, you taking your power back, using that power for new beginnings, new opportunities, growth, and potential. That's what has these people upset. Spirits communicating that to you now. That's what got them upset. Yeah, because they couldn't cause you any towers. You went through a personal transformation while these people were fear of change. Mhm. Somebody could have tried to avert your path or delay it, but I feel like through your personal transformation, you were able to transmute that negative energy and fast with this eight of wands out here. There was some rapid action and movement that took place. I feel like this was planetary movement. Like portals started opening up sooner than they were supposed to, so that you could walk through them. Like you were 100 steps ahead of these energies. Yep, I cannot make it up. Portals started opening up so that you could pass through them. This is where your progress actions were taken here. This provided you with direction. I feel like you jumped portals, like through a bunch of them at once to get to where you are now. And it was because I feel like Spirit already knew somebody was plotting. Your angels, your ancestors, your protectors already knew someone was plotting. So you jump through portals. Yep, you jump through portals so you can get to the Ten of Cups. I feel like the divine puts you ahead of the line or somewhere close towards the front of the line. Divine love and harmony, blissful relationships and alignment with your inner happiness and fulfillment. Mhm. I feel like the divine put you at the head of the line because the divine already knew what was up. God knows everything. God sees all things. And God saw that this was based off of greed. Mhm. Anybody trying to mess with you and whatever you had going on was based off of greed. It was based off of greed. Yep. And you were very wise. You have wisdom here, okay? Through life experiences, you became wiser and used it to help others. That's how you were able to keep, it says, keep your grass cut warning. That's how you were able to bypass any of this attempt here where someone was attempting on you. I feel like you had wisdom here. You looked at all the warning signs. You kept your grass cut. They didn't want you to be able to see them, though, I'm telling you. They didn't want you to be able to see them or something like that. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, Geisha here. Beginnings, wisdom, luck, obstacles are being removed. Yeah. You were being pulled towards a higher spiritual goal. I told you, you've been jumping through portals. Mhm. And those portals are getting you closer and closer to your spiritual goal. Yeah. And spirit is just telling you to focus. Pay attention to everything and all things, but stay focused and divinely rooted. Right. Yep, because Archangel Michael is here. This is the protector of God's chosen. hmm the deliverer of judgment, freer of the possessed. So while they paid Satan to protect them, you got Archangel Michael. Mhm. Wow. Okay. This is something else. Yeah. because you were planting seeds, and what seeds grows. So it says what you seed grows. So make sure you're planting good seeds in good soil. And that's all you've been doing your entire life. Somebody else planted the wrong seeds. I feel like you have an emperor here, someone that's full of power, strength, a leadership energy, somebody that could possibly be extremely powerful. Mhm. They are the ones that balance out the order between the matrix and universal law. Really. This is somebody who's very disciplined, masculine energy, very confident, ambitious, intuitive, and extremely disciplined. And they're a provider. And didn't you get provider over here? Yeah, provider. They're a provider. Mhm. And then we have out here, yeah, demigoddess, Archangel Shamil. Demigoddess, the chosen one, destiny, unique gift, special lineage, sacred duty, divine purpose, and a server of the greater good. And that's who you are. With Archangel Shamil here, the bringer of pure love, powerful spirituality, illumination, peace in your heart, and relationships of one who seeks God. Hmm. Hmm. See, that's what it is, family. Somebody knows they done messed up. Mm, I cannot make it up. Somebody knows they done messed up. And then you have, what is this? Hathor in reverse. So dance, music, love, joy, gratitude, celebration. One thing brings joy and high vibrations with Lost Girl. Looking for a way out, seeking help. Yep. A troubled teen, possibly. They could have been a troubled teen the entire time. You may not have known that. This could be somebody in your family or a friend's child. This could have been somebody you raised and they was troubled back then. Now they just deranged and crazy as an adult. Wow. They thought their life was going to be cake. They were going to be party celebrating and doing all these things here with Hathor, but instead they're not. That's in the reverse. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah. Because you were the star child from the beginning, always have been. So, star child, divine being, okay, incarnated from the stars, highly sensitive children, a specific mission to create betterment in the world. So, somebody was trying to take you out, and because of your mission, because of, what you are here to do, I feel like that backfired on them. Now they're afraid. They're seeking protection. They done ran back to this deity, this devil energy, seeking protection from a divine union. Someone who has goddess codes and don't play no games allowed and no games at all, no fuck shit allowed. And you hold the key to your destiny. So somebody that tried to come in and take that or change that didn't realize that you was goddess energy, high priestess energy, and you have been activated with the sword of truth. Woo! Hmm. This was a fool's journey, embracing on a new journey and a leap of faith, the unknown, new beginnings, and that's a yes to your goddess energy. High priestess energy here, very intuitive, receiving downloads straight from source. Celestial alignment, starseed activation here through the sword of truth. Mm, somebody scared. Hmm. Mother Gaia is here. Somebody is scared. Mother of all life. Spring brings order to chaos, wisdom, knowledge, spiritual, and enlightenment. Okay, so I'll say it again. Mother of all life brings order to chaos through wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual enlightenment. So your mother Gaia energy and this little weird ass child over here done fucked around and found out that this was not a game. They was confused from the beginning. Your bloodline was not to be used for anything evil, wicked, or impure. Once you realize that, you changed, and that is what was required, was change. This energy did not want to change. I cannot make it up. There's a higher level of consciousness here, family. Okay. But somebody, Bassett, which was the protection, the fertility, okay, childbirth, domicit, I can never say this word, domnicity, okay, woman's secret, I probably still didn't say it right. Women's secret, the home, face the storm, and reclaim your power. This person didn't do that, couldn't do that because they had already come up against you in your healing journey, and you're on a high vibration. Abundant opportunities flow within you, through you, and all around you. This person here be trying to cheat universal laws. That's crazy. I feel like somebody really did try to go around the process of leveling up. They sure did. Somebody tried to go around the process of leveling up and tried to cheat their way to the top. Hmm. And that's when divine love kicked in. That's where that give and take kicked in. Tell me more, spirit. Exactly. Look at this. You got us uploading. Somebody's realizing that now. They worried about that because they already know they bonded with you a long time ago. This could be a child, this could be a family member or anybody. They already knew that you are about war and healing and protection and transformation, and you have the heart of a lion. Very brave and courageous. They already knew that. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, I cannot make it up. And then it would look, this fell on the floor. It was in the reverse, yeah, because you ain't in the matrix. You ain't in the matrix loading at all, and they ain't no healer. Hmm. See, you're a healer, and somebody, you're not a part of this society. You're not a part of the world. Period. It is what it is. This person here is still in the matrix. You're not. This person wants to be a healer, and they're not, but you are. You're not dealing with this. This person is not a healer like you. They couldn't heal anything. They don't have the healing attributes or skills or gifts. They do not know how to heal nothing. Okay, tell me more, spirit. I cannot make it up. They was not a chosen one. Okay, they got blocked. Wow. There's light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you, they were not a chosen one. They got blocked, family. Ooh, y'all see how that flipped out? Somebody knows that shit. They was dancing with the devil now. Now they tapping in. Somebody knows they was dancing with the devil now. Now they done tapped in because they got all the way blocked. Mm, mm, mm. Period. Celine is out here. Power to give sleep and light to the night. Okay, the bringer of the light in dark places. You are ever changing, period. You are whoever you need to be. I can't make it up. So your throne awaits, gods and goddesses, Mayat out here. Yeah, you're the truth, the justice, the balance, the order, the genuine, the real, and the true. These people were not. Mhm. Because they were never chosen, they got blocked. At the bottom of the deck, she stay loving to be there. Pang Fofo, Pang Fofo. Or fang, yeah, fang popo, yep, balance, wisdom, transformation. You have the eye of the tiger offering a gentle breeze or unleashing a storm. You unleashed a storm on somebody who wasn't chosen. Mhm. And they thoughts about this shit. They had their thoughts over here about this family. They had their thoughts. They like, damn, because they didn't realize you was the gifted one this whole time. You were the official person this whole time. Anything journeying happening through these portals was actually for your home, your stability. And this is concerning to these people now because they know somebody want to come in and court you. This is a message of concern for this person who paid for protection from the devil. Show is. And this community, because you've been reborn and you are showing yourself self love now. Self love is the foundation of all love, and you're handling everything with grace, especially after what you found out. And a main male is watching that. They're seeing your strength here. They see that you bring back hope because hope is the light in the darkness. Hope is the light in the darkness. So never extinguish it. Many of you are being called to meditate at this time. You may have been doing it ever since you were a child, being surrounded by fake, false people who were thieves. You may be in your childlike energy at this time, privileged lady. Your inner child, your inner child. Okay? Yeah. Somebody was sitting there, I feel like, judging you, and now they're under judgment. There's some sort of decision that's being made pertaining to you and possibly a main male and some sort of unexpected money and them going to jail or being imprisoned for somebody's occupation. You could have been the one to let things be known through messages. Courthouse could be looking into it and they have found you to be high honor. Mhm. This courthouse finds you to be in high honor. Yeah, because they looking at the gaslight. You already know it's tomato soup. But somebody else is trying to project onto you that nah, it's some roast beef pie. Roast beef pie soup. Yeah. Cross the boundaries. Hmm. Sure did. I feel like, yeah, you stepped into that other world when you jumped through them portals. You were determined to be good. They were determined to be greedy. It says, yeah. That's called being a bad egg, okay? If you know better, do better. Somebody is seeing you as being good and seeing them as being greedy. And when I looked at it, yeah, they were not granted the flow. They were not granted the flow, trust, alignment, and sacred timing. They had all got blocked. That all got blocked. This person has been proven to not be a chosen one. That's why you didn't have a meltdown. That's why things didn't fall off for you. Now you know to be careful. You know to be careful now because there's too much heat going on right now. hmm But don't restrict, okay, what was meant to be deleted. Just go on and delete them, okay? Because somebody out here could be trying to resurrect some bullshit and you like bring it. Because right now they are, yeah, dancing with the devil. They were blocked because they were never a chosen one. All right, family. Yep. So be flexible, okay? You got flexibility here, adaptability, balance, and self-priority. All right. So be flexible with yourself, okay? All right, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here. All right. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell. Hopefully it resonates with you. Okay. I love you and the divine loves you. All right. Let's close out. At this time, divine, I ask that you continue to keep us with love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect, and good health and good wealth in our lives and all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.